Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Dumelang. Welcome to the 18th Annual IT Web Security Summit. I thank the organizers for inviting me to share some thoughts with you. We are here today to discuss a topic of crucial importance: Digital Africa Rising, Africa's opportunities and role in global cybersecurity initiatives. Cybersecurity is a matter of utmost national and global significance, a topic that is rapidly shaping the future of our world and a subject that permeates every aspect of our lives, from the way we communicate, shop, and do business, to how our government functions and safeguards our national security. Africa is navigating an exciting digital transformation journey fueled by rapid adoption of mobile technology and increased internet access. But this progress comes with its own security challenges that we need to confront immediately. Experts predict that by 2025, Africa's internet economy could reach $180 billion US, making up 5.2% of our continent's GDP, and then rising to 712 billion by 2050, with a projected population of 2.5 billion also by 2050. Currently, Africa's thriving ICT sector is generating about 1.7 million jobs. Africa's people, digital assets, and opportunities are plentiful. Some estimates project that Africa's cybersecurity solutions market alone will top 15 to 30 billion dollars within 10 years. These are treasures that we must protect and strategically utilize. Now, as we digitally evolve, we encounter an increasing array of cyber threats. Data breaches, ransomware, and organized cybercrime have become our everyday realities. Digital freedoms also bring vulnerabilities like geopolitical threats, social engineering, and denial of service attacks. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, trust forms the backbone of any society and its organizations. To maintain this trust, we must ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information, particularly in this era of digitalization. Accelerated digitalization and remote working have expanded the threat surface, amplifying the need for robust user awareness and cyber hygiene. In Africa, we face a unique set of cybersecurity challenges, including skills gap, immature legislation, and limited resources. However, every challenge presents an opportunity to learn and improve. Let's consider the cyber attack on Transnet South Africa ports in July 2021. The attack disrupted operations and highlighted the need for clearer communication and improves security, particularly with the growing automation of port services. Uh, There are other attacks by terrorist organizations and ethnic chauvinist groups on various critical national infrastructure, CNI, like electrical power, rail, oil and gas, pipelines, and undersea cables across the continent, including my home country, Nigeria. These CNI often have critical national information infrastructure, CNII, like fiber optic cables embedded within or along the same right of way as the CNI, which must cause us to consider the dependencies within and between sectors. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to a seemingly unrelated topic. A bridge, or gada, at Tamburawa, Kano State, Nigeria. This bridge is more than a conduit for traffic. It hosts critical information infrastructure like fiber optic cables. Similarly, there are concerns about undersea fiber cables that connect us to the rest of the world. Its failure could disrupt connectivity for major cities in northern Nigeria, emphasizing that cybersecurity isn't just about safeguarding our digital spaces, but also about protecting physical infrastructure that our digital world depends upon. Our digital world is an intricate network of connections, but it is also a playground for nefarious activities. Groups such as Boko Haram and others exploit this cyberspace to promote their agendas, drive propaganda, and finance their operations. This is not isolated to Africa. Even globally powerful institutions like the Pentagon have been accused of leveraging social media for propaganda purposes. Platforms have become tools for developing extreme ideologies, medium for illicit activities, and targets for various forms of cyber terrorism. As aptly put by Barry Rivender Green, cybercriminals operate at the speed of light, while law enforcement moves at the speed of law. This paradox poses an urgent call for Africa to build its digital resilience and empower smart legislation and enforcement. We must foster a proactive and forward-thinking intelligence and security apparatus. Legislation should empower regulators to adapt to an ever-changing digital landscape, all within the context of democratic values and norms. Encouraging informed evidence-based policymaking will enable us to avoid potential societal pitfalls. Security culture is crucial in our fight against cyber threats. Different perspectives exist, but common dimensions include attitudes, behaviors, cognition, communication, compliance, norms, and responsibilities. Yet, there are stark discrepancies between and across industries, with the financial sector leading the pack, while government and education sectors lag. So those who regulate us and educate us are lagging other sectors. We must aim to improve our cybersecurity culture across all sectors in Africa. Our challenge is often that we don't know that we don't know, which requires us to have intellectual humility. The essence of intellectual humility is to acknowledge what or that we don't know. In addressing these challenges, we need to secure executive support, conduct frequent culture assessment, and engage with marketing, communications, and human resources, and consistently enlighten our population through engaging content. No organization is immune from cyber attacks, not even the African Union. However, these challenges can be a catalyst for the development of Africa's cybersecurity industry. As the global demand for cybersecurity skills outpaces supply, Africa has the potential to become a major player supplying talent, innovation, and solutions. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the African cybersecurity market is expected to grow exponentially over the next decade. This growth presents an opportunity for job creation, wealth generation, and tax revenue. It could also help transform cybersecurity from a cost center to a profit center, from a foreign exchange drain to a foreign exchange gain. it can give Africa a meaningful share of the global cybersecurity market that can translate into improved well-being, prosperity, and respect. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Africa to play a significant role in global cybersecurity initiatives. With the UN Framework for the Responsible State Behavior in Cyberspace, African nations or Africa can lead changes and implementation in international cybersecurity norms. The 4 pillars of this framework offer opportunities for Africa to demonstrate leadership and contribute its unique perspectives. The African Union Convention on Cybersecurity and Personal Protection, known as the Malabo Convention, sets the stage for a harmonized approach to cybersecurity across Africa. I encourage all African nations to ratify and adhere to the Malabo Convention as we move forward towards a safer digital future for our continent. In May 2023, we reached the required minimum threshold of 15 acceding member states for it to go into effect. Our next steps are to review and update the convention, evolve executive champions, and simultaneously roll out capacity building and related initiatives, such as the African Union Global Forum on Cyber Expertise Capacity Building Project. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I urge other African nations that have not yet done so to ratify and accede to the Malabo Convention, as Africa has started moving forward on it with or without you. Now, when we talk about moving forward, and the future of cybersecurity as a foundation for change, let us envisage a future where customized society-specific cybersecurity essentials tutorials become commonplace. From the street food vendors selling makuda in Morocco, alakara in Nigeria, to koshori and buni chow in South Africa. Envision our youth and intellectuals, our strategic decision makers, all embracing an enhanced cyber culture. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we must intertwine cybersecurity skills into our organization promotion and leadership programs, be it for public service, diplomacy, or national security. It's time to provide our women and youth with the future of our nations with equal opportunities. Cyber capacities can bridge traditional barriers, making progress in conservative, insecure, or pandemic-hit societies. Our academia, civil society must produce statistics and evidence that can guide African leaders and earn a high level of credibility for cybersecurity statistics, like that of Johns Hopkins University medical statistics. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, our path forward. We need to understand that it's about people. Prioritize people and the next generation. Encourage women and our youth to become IT security powerhouses. Develop a generation of African cyber diplomats proficient in global cyber norms. Strengthen continental cyber defense and encourage military collaboration and cyber drills. Create 1 million cybersecurity jobs over the next decade. By 2027, establish a cybersecurity solutions subsector led by knowledge workers under 35 years of age. Develop a secure Africa-specific digital currency to boost the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. Implement Africa-wide cybersecurity legal and regulatory frameworks. Boost trade in Africa digital platforms. Boost trust, in Africa digital platforms to stimulate an indigenous, sustainable, and optimal Africa digital economy, heading towards the Africa we want in 2063. And remember, cybersecurity skills are not handouts. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let's fill the available global cybersecurity jobs, currently standing at 3.4 million vacancies with Africa talent, showing the world that we are not just consumers, but contributors in the $366 billion global industry by 2028. Yes, you can become a cyber diplomat, prioritizing cyber healthcare and hygiene. Yes, you can leverage civil society to ensure good governance and discourage digital authoritarian tendencies. And yes, you must strive for trust, stability, and access in the digital world. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is simple. African improvement is in your hands. It's a threefold task. We must build human resource capacity, our people. We must participate in global cyber norms development, adhere to global standards, and implement smart regulations, the processes. And we need to develop and implement requisite infrastructure, the technology. Your duty is to protect the digital African, develop our capacities, and ensure Africa is not the weak link in the cyber world. Let us delve into areas such as cyber diplomacy, data privacy compliance, predictive analytics, and mosaic and memetic warfare. Remember the cybersecurity ABCs. Assume nothing, believe no one, and check everything. Ladies and gentlemen, as we shape Africa's cyber future, we need to educate our citizens, foster trust, and ensure the prosperity of our digital environment. Defending digital Africa is a 24/7 collective duty, and together we can build a resilient, trusted, and inclusive and prosperous digital Africa. As we continue this digital journey, let us ensure that our decisions consider the underserved, the unserved, and the unborn. As digital Africa rises, remember we are not spectators but active participants. Together, we can overcome the challenges and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. Cybersecurity is not just a challenge, but an opportunity to foster trust, safeguard our assets, and enable Africa's digital transformation journey. I look forward to your collaborative efforts towards this mission at this summit. Let's seize the opportunities that the digital world presents while simultaneously tackling the challenges. The time is now to build a resilient, proactive, and secure digital Africa, the Africa we want, 2063. Kele Oboa, Danke. Thank you so very, very much for your attention. Have a good day.